Hi everyone, this is FlashCartReviews.com, and today I'm doing a review of the iPlayer, which is a very unique cartridge because it has so many new hardware, which now allows it to do so much more. And so just to let you know ahead of time, it doesn't run DS games. It does not run DS games. Instead, what it's meant to do is to play video and music. Of course, your normal cartridge can do that. Any cartridge can do that with Moonshell. It can run .dpg videos. However, what's new about the iPlayer is that it doesn't have to be in .dpg format. The iPlayer can actually run a whole bunch of formats, including real media, RMVB, AVIs, ASFs, FLVs, MPEGs, WMVs, and MP3s. So for a lot of your videos, the majority of them out there, you're going to need no converting to put it onto your iPlayer and play it on your DS. None at all. No window resizing, no format changing, nothing. Drag and drop on your microSD, boom, it works. So here are the contents of the box. You got your DS iPlayer, the cartridge itself in a little plastic container, really nice, I like it, and the microSD reader. I really like this packaging. You can tell they actually put some thought into this, unlike, you know, maybe the Ace card, which just throws it in there in a paper box. We got the firmware on a CD, but I usually toss this and download the latest firmware on the iPlayer's website. And we've got an instruction booklet, all colored too. It's really nice. I wish more carts would do this. And it has, you know, the shortcuts and menus and stuff like that for when you're using the iPlayer. So let's check out the actual iPlayer itself. It's, like I said, it's got new hardware, so it's a bit bulkier than most cartridges. You got at least 2 noticeable bumps in the cartridge. However, it doesn't really... It makes putting into your DS a little tough, but you don't feel like you're really forcing it or anything, or breaking anything. It's just a little more push is needed. It's got a microSD slot, spring-loaded, microSD HC compatible, of course, and it's got kind of a strange build. You got white lines over here, big bulks. I assume this is because the new hardware just needed to bulk out a little bit more. However, as you'll see, this extra hardware is very, very worth it. And because it actually not only allows you to play videos without converting, but it also allows you to play Game Boy Advance games. I'm going to get into that a little later, so let's first check it out. So the DS iPlayer actually works on the DS, the DS Lite, and the DSi. It's also updatable, so it works with the DSi firmware 1.4 that's currently out and crippled some flash carts. However, DSi is updatable, the iPlayer is updatable, so it works on the iPlayer, on the DSi right now. Latest firmwares. So here's the videos option. The options here are actually just folders. Video just brings you to the folder named video. And here I've got 2 videos. I've got Avatar The Last Airbender and Sixth Sense the movie. Avatar The Last Airbender is 130 megabytes, which is a decent file size. And here you can see that it rendered quickly and the quality is actually very good. I hope you can see how good that quality is. Much better than converting it to .dpg. You got your typical controls on the bottom. Skip, next video, previous video, stop, pause, volume, and you've also got a little thing that you can pull to scan through the video. Little timeline on the bottom. Sixth Sense, which is almost a gigabyte in file size, also loads very quickly and in great quality. Keep in mind, I did not convert any of these videos. These are the files I downloaded straight off. So that was a look at the video player. Let's check out the music player. Very similar, just plays MP3s and some other video music file formats. But I haven't messed too much with it, you know. It can probably play most of the normal ones. Sound quality's good. I mean, it's pretty much a typical media player. Not too much different special about it. And okay, let's get into the Game Boy Advance. So the iPlayer supports Homebrew. It'll auto DLDI patch as well. I haven't had any problems with Homebrew compatibility. And check this out. So you can a programmer named Darkchen developed a plugin for the iPlayer that allows it to play Game Boy Advance games. Installing the plugin is extremely easy. It's just dragging and dropping a couple files on the microSD, and it's installed. And from there, you can run Game Boy Advance games straight from the iPlayer's menu. So I made a folder here called GBA, Game Boy Advance, and inside I've got Final Fantasy VI Advance. The Game Boy Advance ROM was not patched. It's just drag and drop, and there it is. It's working. Beautiful, isn't it? So this is a huge breakthrough. At least I think so, at least. We have Game Boy Advance games running on a slot 1 only. I am not using a slot 2 cartridge. This is just the dust cartridge that comes with the DS. Game Boy Advance games running on slot 1. It's mind-boggling. So what allows the iPlayer to do this and no other cartridge is the fact that the iPlayer has this new hardware, bigger bulk and all that. So this Homebrew or plugin that Darkchen developed is not going to work for any other cartridge. R4s, Ace cards, M3 I0s, nothing else is going to be able to play Game Boy Advance games on your DS or DSi. So some people said, what's the point? You can use a slot 2 cartridge to play Game Boy Advance games. Well, the point is, the DSi doesn't have a slot 2 cartridge, does it? So the fact that a DSi can now play Game Boy Advance games is pretty big. So there are a few other things I wanted to show you, and I forgot before I turned off the DS. If we press X, we bring up a special menu over here, where we can choose. We have a few options that are developed into the emulator. First one's video and audio. We can change the video speed. We can make it fast forward. We can make the game actually fast forward itself. We can change the frame skips, which are basically some Game Boy Advance games are too graphic intensive to be loaded properly. When you start playing the game, if the graphics get really intense, then the game will slow down. So what you can actually do is you can increase its frame skipping so it doesn't have to render some frames, and that'll make the speed catch up again. You've also got a sound switch. So if you turn the sound off, it won't have to render sound, and it'll also be able to run a little faster. For most games, speed isn't really a problem. I tested good 6 or 7 games that are graphic intensive, and most work fine with the frame skip of 2. We got save states. Save states are basically real-time saves, so you can save at any moment in the game. You don't have to go to the game's in-game save menu. And so you can write a save state, and you can read save states. And there's also cheats, none loaded right now. Tools, you can take a screen snapshot, and you can also change the buttons arrangement. And we got a few other options such as language, changing everything back to default settings, etc. On the bottom we also got 3 options: new, restart, and return. New is to choose a new Game Boy Advance file, and it'll load the next Game Boy Advance game. Restart is like a soft reset, it'll bring you back to the main menu. And return is just to go back to the game. So this cartridge is incredible. It's unique. It's one of a kind as of right now. I think it's worth buying because I have a DSi and I want to play Game Boy Advance games on it. So really unique cartridge. Check out GameByGame.com, who actually sponsored this review, and my website, GameByGame.com. Great store, fast shipping, great prices, excellent customer service. Be sure to hit them up if you're interested in getting a DSi, an iPlayer, I'm sorry. Thanks for watching, and see you later.